Why has this matter become so important right now? I mean, so this is something which happened in 2008. Why do you think it gains momentum today?
No, so it gains momentum today because, I mean, the papers were taken away in 2008, but the letter was written to Mrs. Gandhi in September now and this year, and now a letter has been written to Rahul Gandhi in December this year. So obviously, since the no response is coming from the Gandhi family, so obviously then this question comes that why is it that this is happening? And what we just heard is appalling when they say it cannot be given to the Godse family. What is the Godse family? What are they referring to? I mean, is the PMML the Godse family? And what really is the Godse family? I mean, can the Congress not just get beyond abuse of some kind and cast insinuations? The fact of the matter, what was just said by Mr. Kadri, the papers were shredded and they're saying they want to defame Mr. Nehru. If there is nothing there, then how did Mr. Nehru get defamed? And then there is this talk about the letters being, or these are the private letters. Now, nobody is asking for the letters that Mr. Nehru wrote to, say, Shrimati Kamala Nehru. These are letters which were written by Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru because he would not have known, let's say, Albert Einstein in his capacity as Jawaharlal Nehru or Lady Mountbatten in his capacity as Jawaharlal Nehru. It was Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. So it was as a Prime Minister. So there is nothing private about it. We should be very clear on that. The other thing, the other fallacy that is being spread, the falsehood which is being spread is that these were kept for safekeeping. In fact, I was on another debate and Dr. Pooja was also there and Mr. Kadri was there. He was specifically asked, were these given for safekeeping? He said, PMML is not a warehouse where you stock things. This was donated. Now, if it has been donated once, can I just another day decide that I'm going to take it back? I no longer want to donate it. It's been donated. It is there for the public. Let the public know. Now, by
No, you'll get the
studying
chance to speak. I'm just saying let other panelists also respond. Then I'll come back to you, sir. I'll come back to you.
Sure.
Dr. Pooja Tripathi.
Kartikeya, they came up with a campaign, Bharatiya Janata Party, Mera Booth Sabse Majboot, and the way they have been demeaning Nehru. There's been systematic campaign to malalign, to discredit, to distort, and rewrite Nehru's history, which they could not have done in the last 11 years because Nehru is too big for their shoes. And then there was a meme that came with the Nehru's picture saying, Mera Booth Sabse Majboot. That is Nehru for you. Sambit Patraji, who is actually taking a press conference and talking about national heritage, talking about shared heritage, I can vouch that he has never read Discovery of India, he has never read letters to Priyadarshini, he has never read letters to Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, he has never read letters to the chief ministers, the 7 chief ministers of the country that Prime Minister Nehru wrote on the federal structure. He has not even read about the concept of Bharat Mata that Nehru wrote. So their obsession with Nehru is unreal. And I disagree with Mr. Kadri, with huge respect to all his academic credentials. The PMML's letters, PMML's records itself shows that Mrs. Indira Gandhi, the former Prime Minister, in 1971, as a legal hire of Jawaharlal Nehru, as an head of Jawaharlal Nehru Memorial Fund, gave these letters to the Nehru Museum Library that was earlier, which has now been converted, for safekeeping and not as a private donation and permanent donation. And as Sonia Gandhi is the legal hire to Mrs. Indira Gandhi in 2008, when these letters were segregated in professional, in public and personal capacities by none other than M.V. Rajan, the political secretary of Nehru himself, it was decided that the whole public correspondence, the public letters, and there's huge, the way Nehru has been the man of letters and the amount of correspondence.
Madam, but you have not answered the question. You said, but the question is not that. Jawaharlal Nehru is he a private property, or he is the first Prime Minister of this country where his papers should be accessible to scholars? It is here the debate is.
Let me complete. So these correspondence were segregated into public and private, and family, being the legal hires of Nehruji, the family has complete control and complete autonomy over the private correspondence. They want to share it or they want to retract it. That's their prerogative. These are personal letters which has been given for safekeeping, and this is not a new tradition. Be it any Ivy League university, be it any academic institutions, the private correspondences and the letters or any written document has been kept with institutions for safekeeping and not as a donation. Look at P.N. Haskar's communication kept for safekeeping. Look at the Krishna Menon papers, only you can take permission from families.